Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. And if you logged in starting yesterday and you log in for the next 4 days, you will be able to pick up one of 10 tier 3 characters. As you can see right here, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Sharon Rogers, and Cyclops. Would have been nice if they included, Rogue in here. It would have been really nice because she's very helpful for a squad battle, the speed mutant category. But overall, the majority of the options that they're giving you here in the tier 3 selector are very good characters. So I had a bunch of people reach out to me on Discord, and a couple people messaged me on the YouTube video yesterday saying, can you let us know which one of these characters you're going to be choosing on your free-to-play account, because I'm brand new, I'm also free-to-play, and I'm trying to mirror what you have going on with the free-to-play account since you're finding some success. So I'm going to talk to you guys about these characters today, let you know which ones you should ideally be choosing. If you already have the one that I'm going to choose on my free-to-play account, which one I would suggest you choose after that. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. If you do not have Sharon Rogers at tier 3, she's the first one to consider. Now, the game actually levels up your Sharon Rogers to tier 2 for you. So if you want to choose somebody else because you decided, okay, since the game already gave me Sharon Rogers at tier 2 and I already got her to level 70, her gears are started and whatnot, if you decide I don't want to choose Sharon Rogers through the selector because I've already made a lot of progress and invest a lot of resources in the character and I want to get the most possible from the selector, that is fine. But my number one pick here for anybody coming to the game right now is Sharon Rogers. She's a super useful character for PvE content. Anything she's viable for, she can get it done. The only problem with the character is once you get really high up, like in the high helos for World Boss Legend, her survivability really starts getting tested. But for the majority of you guys who are picking Sharon Rogers from this selector, you will have no issues with her. Okay, once you get into the 30s and the 40s and stuff, that's when she really gets tested in World Boss Legend. But before that, cakewalk. She's just gonna moonwalk through that thing like it's absolutely nothing. Now, right after Sharon Rogers, my next pick is actually going to be Captain America, and this version of Captain America, to be specific. What I'm showing you guys, the uniforms I'm showing you these characters in, those are the uniforms you're going to need if you want optimal performance out of these characters. Okay, there's a couple characters on this list that I wouldn't even buy a uniform for, and the only reason you're picking them up is so you have them at tier 3 for when they do get a better uniform in the future. However, for Captain America right now, he can be used in ABX to get you over 7 million, and he's top tier for World Boss Legend. Absolute monster, giant boss raid, whatever you want to use him for in PvE, he can get it done. He's absolutely fantastic, and that is the reason why he's going to be my weapon of choice. He's going to be the character that I choose on my free-to-play account for my tier 3 selector. Okay, so if you guys want to choose Captain America as well and pick up this uniform on Black Friday for 50% off, definitely a good idea. If you guys want to see the uniforms that I'm going to be buying on my free-to-play account, let me know and I can definitely give you a small video of what I'm going to be picking up, because on my free-to-play account I've been buying uniforms throughout the year because my account was very new. So realistically, I don't have that much crystal stockpile. I feel like I have enough to buy maybe 5 uniforms, but maybe you guys want to see which 5 uniforms I'm going to choose out of all the uniforms in the game. I could definitely give you guys a small video on that. Okay, but long story short, Captain America, very powerful character, so he's going to be the second on the list. If you don't want to choose Sharon Rogers, go with Captain America. I definitely recommend that. After Captain America, I would highly recommend that you guys consider picking up Cyclops and getting this Phoenix 5 uniform if you're looking for a leadership and a support for your energy attackers, okay? Because he's one of the most used characters in the game. You don't see too many videos on Cyclops himself these days, but in pretty much any team that has an energy attacker, Cyclops is right there as a leader and a support, because having him on your team gives you 60% more energy attack. Okay, so sure, you guys need DPS, and for the most part, if you choose really strong characters, they can carry you through the first maybe 5 or 6 levels of World Boss Legend against Null and Mephisto, but eventually you're gonna start needing leaderships and supports, and Cyclops can actually double as that. Okay, a leadership and a support. So definitely would put him as number 3 here. Some of you guys would put him at number 4, and that is completely fine. Iron Man is going to be the 4th character that I put here, and you need the superior Iron Man uniform. Now do keep in mind, guys, that you have this thing available to you right here, the guided quest, which allows you to tier 3 some of these characters at a discount. If you didn't use this yet, I would say use this to pick up one of the characters and then use the selector to do the other. Okay, see, Iron Man is in here, Captain America is in here, Spider-Man is in here, Vision is in here, Black Widow is in here, and you can unlock a few others by spending some crystals. I have no need for this, so that's why I haven't done it yet, because all of these characters are already tier 3 for me. So realistically, I don't even know what purpose I would like be using this thing for at this moment in time. Okay, I'm sure I could get some materials, I guess, but it's just there for now. Anyways, moving on, I would put Iron Man at number 4, mainly because he's a villain, and some of the earlier stages will lock him out and they'll say you need to use a hero, but the same thing can be applied to Cyclops, where Cyclops is also a villain. So 3 and 4 here, interchangeable. If you need the leadership / support, go with Cyclops. If you need more DPS, go with Iron Man. Okay, after number 4, I'm gonna say it's Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is here for a couple different reasons. She's really good for PvP against Doctor Doom because of her uniform bonus. You can see right here where it makes so she takes 50% less damage from supervillains, and she does, as you can see, 50% more damage to them. She also has a 40% damage reduction, and Captain Marvel, ever since her endgame, actually it was before that, right? It was from her movie. She always had iframe, ignoring her force skills, so it's very powerful for PvP. And then on top of that, if you're pushing into a squad battle and you're at the top league here, Vibranium, she's one of your very few options here. If you don't have Doctor Doom, she's going to be the next best thing. Well, maybe Cosmic Ghost Rider could possibly outscore her, but at this point, I would not recommend anybody buying the Cosmic Ghost Rider uniform. I would prefer that you buy the uniform for Captain Marvel, because then you can use her in PvP, and then you could get some PvE value out of her as well. So do keep that in mind, okay? So Captain Marvel right here, number 5, behind Iron Man and Cyclops. Obviously 1 and 2 being Captain America and Sharon Rogers. Now after that, I'm gonna say Thor, but, and I'm putting here Thor here because of the fact that he has really good damage and decent survivability. However, he needs this uniform to even be this far up on the list. Honestly, he would be last if he didn't have this uniform. However, here's the thing. I would not recommend that you guys buy this uniform for Thor. Love and Thunder is dropping in July of 2022. So 7 months out, this is not a good uniform for you to be buying. If you already have it, pick up Thor, because you already have the uniform, so you might as well get him to tier 3 and start making him do something for you other than taking up a space on your roster. However, if you don't have the uniform, don't buy it. Leave Thor as is. Who knows, when Love and Thunder drops, maybe they drop another selector. And by the way, anniversary is coming up in April of next year, so if you want a tier 3 Thor, you could pick him up then, because he's probably going to be in the anniversary selector as well. He's generally in it every single time. So I would say skip over this man if you don't have the uniform, but if you have it and you want to start using him to clear content, go ahead and pick it up, or pick him up rather. After that, right here is kind of interchangeable. Black Panther and Winter Soldier. They're pretty much on the same level. They're not that great. Pretty much the only thing, well, actually I'll put Winter Soldier a little bit higher than Black Panther, just because if you pick him up, you have a physical attack leadership that you can use for your Falcon. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm gonna put him against Black Panther and put him above him, to be honest. Okay, besides that, Winter Soldier, his damage is decent, but his survivability is a problem. He has no way to heal. So because of that, I personally never use this character outside of Alliance Conquest. The build I have for him is basic as hell. It's just immunity to guard break with invincibility. He actually does really well in Alliance Conquest. Not sure if that's because of my cards and the fact that I have decent amount of HP and whatnot, but he actually does really well for me in AC. And that's pretty much the only thing I use him for, but he can double as a leadership. And if you want to, you could get some damage out of him in World Boss Legend, but frankly, he's not top tier. Okay, the other characters on the list, way more useful than Winter Soldier. Same goes for Black Panther. Black Panther, decent DPS, mid-tier, mid to low tier DPS, no survivability. Well, he has some iframes and stuff, but no way to heal, so it's just kind of yikes. No point in buying this uniform for him. And frankly, no point in buying this uniform for this guy either, because his leadership stays the same. If you're not going to use him as a supplementary DPS, there's no point in picking up this uniform for him. Just get the tier 3 and then use his leadership to buff your Falcon, who's a way better DPS than he could ever hope to be at this point in the game. Sad time. Anyways, after that, we're going to put Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man could be at the top of the list if he gets his movie, he gets a movie uniform or multiple movie uniforms, and it makes him, I don't know, top 5 in the game or top 5 speed characters in the game. You know what I'm saying? If he could compete with Makari after No Way Home, that would be a dream come true. But until then, we're living on hopes and dreams. You could literally skip over Captain America, Sharon Rogers, Iron Man, Cyclops, and all those guys, and bank everything on Spider-Man getting a top tier uniform. But look how many times they've failed this man before. Okay, so you're taking a big risk. Okay, none of these uniforms ever made him, well, that's not true. That's not true. Hobo Spidey made him meta for a little bit, right? But where we are in the game right now, this not gonna be it. They gotta go into infinity and beyond. Okay, shout out to Buzz Lightyear, bro. They gotta do something big for Spider-Man this time around to make him relevant. You could bank on hopes and dreams and you could pick up Spider-Man from the tier 3 selector. I seriously considered picking him up on my free-to-play account because I love Spider-Man, right? But I gotta be more practical when it comes to being free-to-play. So I'm gonna pick up a character that I know for sure is great, and then if I got a tier 3 Spider-Man naturally through all my resources and whatnot, I'll do that after I've tested him and seen that he can actually be of use to me. But for those of you guys, if you want to live on hopes and dreams and live in a fairy tale and hope that Spider-Man is great, go ahead and pick him up. Hey man, it might work out for you, but it also might not. Last person on the list here is AntMan. Okay, AntMan is absolutely useless outside of Alliance Conquest and just being a body to fill a spot in Shadowland or World Boss Legend if you don't have enough characters to participate. That's literally all he's good for, bro. I have all his uniforms with the exception of this one at Mythic, and that's just because I'm on a mission to Mythic all my uniforms. That way when they get included in other uniforms as optionals, I can just have the stats that I need maxed out already. So that's why I'm leveling up the uniform for him. But honestly, he's the worst character on the list. He's at the bottom here with Spider-Man because yeah, they're both about the same. Spider-Man a little bit better than AntMan because Spider-Man got a uniform long after AntMan. AntMan's last uniform was what, team suit. So yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who you are gonna be choosing from this free tier 3 selector. For me, free to play, we go in with Captain America, and on my main account I'm just gonna get just gold and materials because I can't get any of these free tier 3s because I already have them. So I'm just gonna pick up maybe some energy, some gold, some CCF, or maybe some TCP depending on what I need. But for right now, I have a decent amount of tier 3 mats, so we'll see what I need at the end of this event. So thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you liked the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.